How many kilometres would you expect to get out of a set of adventure tyres? What if I told you I got over 25,000 out of a set of adventure tyres? I'm Ray Heron, that's my Tenere 700, this is MotoNZ, let's do this.
No, it's funny. A lot of people's perceptions, or opinions I should say, seem to be based on stuff they read on the internet, instead of real world experience. So, probably my fault for asking the question, but a few years ago I said, how many kilometres expect to get out of a set of Mitas E07 plus tyres? And most people said, I think you'll struggle to get 10,000 kilometres. They also back that up by saying, well, that's kind of what you can expect from any adventure tyre. And although that seemed like not much to me, and along with it, and that's what I expected, I put the Mitas E07 pluses on, and then I went and read the Triumph Tiger Adventure ride a couple of years ago up around Raglan, and my opinion of the tyres wasn't amazing. They were pretty good when you get off road, but on the blacktop, on the tarmac, they seemed just slightly skitterish. Not long after that event I got a puncture in the rear, so I went back to the original factory tyre, the Pirelli STR, or whatever it is, the STR tyre, the factory tyre for the Tenere 700, M tyre I should say. And when I finally wore that out, I got the Mitas fixed and put back on the bike. All that time I was running the front Mitas E07 Plus, and I'm still running the front Mitas E07 Plus. Bike, my Tenere 700 is now at about 43,000 kilometres, and I'm still running front and rear the Mitas E07 Plus. The rear has done over 25,000 kilometres. The front, about 32,000 kilometres, if not more. And yeah, a lot of my riding is this, commuting. I do get out on the gravel, on the tarmac, on the mud. I do go adventure riding. Where have I been? Done a lap of Raglan. I've done the Molesworth twice. I've done the Rainbow twice. I've done the 42nd Traverse twice. I've done Wainui Amata around to Lake Ferry and out to Naui. Ocean Beach again. I've done the Akatarawas numerous times. Like, it's not like this is the only riding I do. I've definitely been out and done some dirt. So to get 25,000 kilometres out of a rear adventure tyre, Mitas E07 Plus, I think is quite good, actually. And I mentioned when I first put the tyre on, it felt slightly slippery. After putting it back on when it was repaired, I don't really have I've done the Rumitaka Hill Road numerous times at different tyre pressures. And I've actually found, with slightly lower tyre pressures, there is a ridiculous amount of grip. It really grips up well. Mitas E07 Pluses, I really don't have people really OEM Pirelli STR tyre. That I also don't really have a problem. But for mainly on-road and a bit of off-road, it's a really solid tyre. It handles really well, really nice. And it can do off-road, no worries. People on the internet rip into it. And this is, again, another one of those, my opinion is based on what everyone else says type things, instead of actually riding on it. I rate that tyre. to the point where when people have been giving them away because they're bad, I've snapped them up. I've got about 3 rears, I've got at least 2 fronts. I wasn't overly stoked with the front, but I've also got a lot more experience on this bike under my belt, so I feel if I put it back on, I wouldn't have that much. Maybe that's what I'll do. Because my Mitas E07 Pluses are definitely coming to the end of their life. This bike has just had its birthday, 3 years on the road here in New Zealand, or it's about to. 3 years registered. It's due for its first warrant of fitness towards the end of next month. Exactly 4 weeks away. So I'm going to have to probably get the tyres changed to get that warrant of fitness. So there's something to be said for always having a motorcycle that's 3 years old to get warrants. Also, it's pretty crazy that a bike like this can go 3 years without a warrant, even if it was brand new. I mean, 40,000 kilometers is meant to be a massive service for these bikes. By then, they've gone through a couple of sets of spark plugs. It's got to have its checked. By then, you've gone through a couple of, in theory, if you look at the internet. So, yes, you can cover 40,000 kilometers. And I don't even think I'm necessarily the highest use case here. I think there are people out there who have done way more kilometers than 3 years. Imagine being able to do 80 or 100,000 kilometers for your first warrant of fitness check. I mean, most people in cars, they do maybe 10,000 Ks a year. That's 30,000 kilometers before the first check. I don't know. It's just my thoughts I am using here. So yeah, Mitas E07 Pluses. For 25 to 30,000 kilometers, I'm impressed with that. I'm quietly stoked with that. And it's not like I ride like a nana. Or maybe I do. Maybe that's why I get such good mileage out of tyres. That said, the old MT07, I didn't get that good a mileage out of those tyres. Any tyres on that bike. Maybe 10,000 kilometers max. So, why am I so much nicer to tyres on this bike than any other? You tell me, internet! Let's form an opinion based on someone else's opinion on the internet. Just by the way, doing this on the GoPro Hero 12, I've got the GoPro Hero 9, and I've got the Insta360 One RS on my handlebars. Thought I'd go to town with the cameras today. More cameras, more angles, more editing. But if I point that out, opinion on that too, huh? You're welcome to have an opinion. I welcome your opinion, especially when it comes to cameras, angles, and what you like to watch. Welcome to our new subscribers on this channel too. We've got quite a number of those since we did the GoPro. I've still got one more up my sleeve which I'm working on for you, and that is showcasing all the new functions and features of the new GoPro Hero 12, because out of the box, man, it can do some cool stuff. You know, as a preset, you don't have to dial in any settings. There are people out there who understand every single setting on a camera and what it does, and they can come up with some absolutely amazing photography, videography, and I just look at it and go, wow, like that's really impressive. Not me though. I do understand photography, the basic principles. I just I don't understand it all, which means come up with is what I come up with, you know. The GoPro Hero 12, having the settings like star streaks and light painting, you just go to that setting and it comes out amazingly. Oh, it's so good. I've showed professional photographers some of the stuff I've done with the GoPro Hero 12, and they have actually been amazing. Yeah, that video is up my sleeve. It is coming. It will happen. We will get there. Update on the T7. Just as I say, done 43,000 kilometers. Still going really well. Still on the original set of spark plugs. I do need to change them. I've got a set on my workbench at home, but it's just such a mission to get done it. And then new set of tyres. Then new set of brake pads, both sides, front and rear. I've got a full set of ones at the front to change to. Haven't got any rears, but I will get them. I've also got some new bars at home. I need to get some grips, and then they'll go on the bike. It's all the long-term plan, you know. You get a plan, you think you want to do something, and then other things happen. It's like when you pull out your phone and you want to check your weather, or you want to check your emails, but then something else, oh, there's a notification, oh, what's that about? Oh, look at that, I've gone down this rabbit hole. 20 minutes later, oh yeah, I'm done, I closed my phone and put it away. Hang on, what was that thing I want to check my bank account. I'm sure that's not just me. Anyway, I wanted to show you that and talk about opinions. In this case, the internet was vastly wrong. Over 25,000, closing in on 30,000 kilometers on the Mitas E07 Plus front and rear. Actually, probably more than 30,000 on the front, to be fair. Yo, what's going on here? Nose to tail traffic. Oh, check out that BMW. That's crazy. I mentioned the cameras that I'm recording this on. I'm also talking to you via the Cardo Hack Talk Neo on my helmet. I'm wearing the Arrow Commander helmet. And that is Bluetooth paired to the GoPro Hero 12. So if you need more proof of concept, that's it. To the audio whole video. It doesn't sound amazing, but for what it is, it sounds pretty good. And I like the fact that I don't have to employ my phone to record to now. That's a lot of land they're reclaiming out there. So that's pretty much my lot. Thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment. Maybe put 3 in the comments below if you've watched all the way through this video. And I'll put you on my Christmas card list. How does that sound? Otherwise, you can catch up with the podcast, Kiwi Rider Podcast, on any podcasting platform you like. Just search Kiwi Rider Podcast. It's a podcast. It's all about Kiwi motorcycling goodness. It's out absolutely free once a week, every week. Also, the magazine, Kiwi Rider Magazine, is absolutely free twice a month for you to read, download, and enjoy at kiwirider.co.nz. A few stories about me and my Tenere 700 in that magazine. Nothing too recent. I think the last one I did was the update on the suspension. But you can check that out at kiwirider.co.nz. Otherwise, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Hooroo!